Hello students, let's continue with data handling exercise 24B. Page number 267, we are with question 21 and we are starting with median. Find the median of. What is the median? Now here you've been given data, isn't it? When this data is arranged either in the ascending order or the descending order, the value of the middle data will be called the median. So we did this last year also. We did it in a very simple way. So I'll teach you that once. We'll revise that once and then we'll go on to this year's method. So here, the first thing we do is arrange it in ascending or descending order. So here, let's arrange it in ascending order. Let's begin with the smallest number. As we can see, 2 is the smallest. Then we have 5. Go through it carefully and then 7. Then we have 9, 11, 15, 17, 19 and 23. Okay, so this is the first step. First thing we need to do is arrange it in ascending order. Now last year what we did is we did it in a very simple way. We started cancelling out the numbers from either ends. So on the left side we took off 2. So on the right side also we took off one number. So keep taking one number from each side till you reach the middle. Okay, now can you see there's only 11 left and this is the number in the middle. This is the data in the middle and that is the median. Now this is how we learned last year. Now this year we are going to do it in a different way with the help of a formula. But the first step remains the same. You will write it in ascending order. Now what is the second step? In the second step, we are going to count how many data is there, how many observations do we have. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 observations or we can call them 9 terms and that is called n. The number of terms is called m. So here we found that there are 9 terms and 9 is an odd number. Now let's write that. So the number of terms n is 9 and 9 is an odd number. Now this is what we need to do. First write in ascending order, count the number of terms and then see whether it is odd or even. Because if it is odd, there is a particular formula. If it is even, there is another formula. Find the median. Now we use the formula n plus 1 by 2 and that term. It's not n plus 1 by 2 the number, it's that term. So let's substitute n with the number of terms. So that will be, the number of terms is 9. So that will be 9 plus 1 by 2 term. 9 plus 1 is how much? 10 by 2. So this term, 10 by 2 term, that means 10 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So this is the fifth term. And the fifth term, let's look and see. We have circled there. Fifth term is 11. So let's check that once more. So this will be, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the fifth term is 11. So we'll circle that. This is the fifth term. So that is our median. So we have found our median. Our median is 11. So this is the formula that you use when you have to find the. So this is how we find the median. First you write in ascending order, then count how many terms there are, write down the number of terms, see whether it's odd or even. If it is odd, then this is the formula you use, n plus 1 divided by 2, that term. Okay, or you can even say n plus 1 divided by 2, put th, because fifth term we got at the end. Fifth with th, isn't it? So that term. So you calculate, you get your answer and then see which is that term. Fifth term is 11 and we've got our answer. Let's do the next one. So here we've got again data. Let's arrange it in ascending order. So let's start with 0. Then which is the next small number? As you can see, it's 3. Then we have 7. Then we have 9. Then we have 10, 13 and 20. When you score it off that way, you won't miss out anything. So we have arranged it in ascending order. Now let's count the number of terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the number of terms is 7. Again, this is an odd number. The number of terms is 7, which is odd. Now, when it is odd, it's easy to find the median. Okay, and here, if you use the method that we followed in class 6, if you take away 1 from each, 1 here, then we have 2, then we have 3, then the term in the middle is 9. So 9 is your median. But now we're going to use the formula. So to find the median when the number is odd, this is the formula. N plus 1 by 2. So here n is 7, isn't it? Number of terms is 7. So that will be 7 plus 1 by 2 term, this term that is. And 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 by 2 term. 8 by 2 is 4. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that means the fourth term. Fourth term is your answer. So which is the fourth term? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. That is the fourth term. So this is our answer. So we found the median. The median is 9 and we found it using the formula. So this is our answer. Question 3. So we have all these numbers here. First step is to arrange in ascending order. So let's begin. The smallest here is 17. So 17. Then we have 18. Then we have 19 and we have one more 19. So let's write both the 19s, 19 and 19. Then we have 20. Again, we have two 20s, 20 and 20. Then we have 21, 21, 22, 23 and 25. So we've written down all the numbers. So we have all these numbers. We have arranged it in ascending order. Now, what did we do in class 6? In class 6, we started cancelling out numbers like this from both ends, and then here also, and then here. Now, if we cancel out the two numbers in the middle, we won't have any other number, isn't it? So when you read something like this, you have to take both these numbers in the middle. Because we have even numbers here, take both these numbers. Now what are the numbers? 20. Add up both. 20 plus 20, you get 40. Now divide this by 2 because there are two numbers. There's 120 and one more 20. There are two numbers, so we divide by 2. 40 divided by 2 is 20. So our median is 20. This is how we did last year. Okay, so when there are even number of data, when there is an even number of data, take the two middle data and add it and divide it by 2. Add up and divide by 2 and that is your median. But this year we are doing it differently. We are going to use a formula. So first step is you arrange it in ascending order. Second step is you count the number of terms. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The number of terms n is 10. So can you see that number of terms n is 10 and this is an even number. If it is an even number, there's a different formula to find median. And this is the formula. Now this might look confusing, but it's very simple. Okay, so let's do this. So 1 by 2, 1 by 2 and put this bracket n by 2, that term. Okay, so n is 10, 10 by 2. So put the brackets there as it is. As you do this, it will get easier. So this term plus n by 2 plus 1 is what we did previously. This part n by 2 plus 1 is what we did for odd numbers. So let's write that also in brackets again. So that will be n is 10 by 2 plus 1 and that term. Remember, we are not talking about the numbers, we are talking about the terms here. So now let's continue this. This will be 1 by 2 and 10 divided by 2 is 5. That means the fifth term. Fifth term plus 10 by 2, this part, 10 by 2 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. Sixth term. So this is sixth term. So let's see that now. So 1 by 2 into, now which is the fifth term? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The is 20. So let's write that here. So the fifth term is 20 plus, what is the sixth term? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is also 20. Okay, so this will now be 1 by 2 into 20 plus 20 is 40. Now let's cancel. 2 ones are 2, 2 into 20 is 40, 1 into 20 is 20. So we have found our median. Our median is 20. So this is our answer. So this is what you need to do when your number is even. So this is the formula you have to learn to find your median when the number is even. Question 4. Again, here we have data. So the first step is arranging it in ascending order. So let's look for the smallest. Here we have 3.6, 3.8, 2.7, 1.9. So 1.9 is the smallest. So let's write that first. So 1.9. Then we can write 2.7. Then we have 3.6 and 3.8. 3.6 will come next. Then 3.8. Now what will come after 3.8? Let's look carefully. We have 5.6. Okay, so 5.6 will come next. 5.6. Then we have 6.5. Then we have 7.6. Then what do we have? We have 8.9. Then we have 9.4. Then we have two numbers left, 10.8. That is 10.8. So 10.8, and then the last number is 15.6. So first thing we did is we arranged it in ascending order. Next thing we need to do is count the number of terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So again the number of terms n is 11, which is an odd number. So number of terms is n, which is 11, which is odd number. So if this is an odd number, there is a particular formula to find median, and the formula is this: n plus 1 by 2, that term. And n here is 11, isn't it? Here we have seen n is 11. So 11 plus 1 by 2, that term. So 11 plus 1 is 12. 12 by 2, that term. And 12 by 2 is how much? 12 divided by 2 is 6. That means the sixth term. The sixth term is the median. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.5. So this is our median. So what is our answer? Our answer here is 6.5. Question 22. Find the mean and the mode for the following data. So we have the data here. First we have to find the mean and then the mode. Now mean we already know, isn't it? Mode, as we do it, I will explain it to you. Now to find the mean, what have we been given? We've been given the terms and we've been given the frequency. Now what is the formula to find the mean? Sum of the observations by the number of observations. So here we have all the observations. We have the number of observations, but we don't have the sum of observations. So we're going to draw a frequency distribution table. So this is the frequency distribution table. In the first column, we are going to write the terms. There's another way of naming it. It's called xi. So terms are also named as xi. So let's write all the terms there. So that will be starting with 18. Then we have 22, 26, 30, 34 and 38. So we've written all the terms, and the term is referred to as xi. Now frequency is referred to as fi, and let's write down the frequency. So that will be 3, 5, 10, 2, 8 and 2. So both these columns we have filled it from the table that is given to us. From here we have written it here. Now we need to find the sum. To find the sum of the observations, we have to multiply this. Now 18 has occurred 3 times. Now we can't add up this and get the sum of the observation, because each observation has been repeating a few times. So 18 has occurred 3 times, 22 has been repeated 5 times, 26 10 times and so on. So we have to find the sum of the observations by multiplying these two, that is multiplying xi and fi. So that will be xi fi, multiplying both. So let's multiply these and see. So 18 threes are 54. 22 into 5 is 110. 26 into 10 is 260. 32s are 60. 34 into 8 is 272. 38 into 2 is 76. So now we know xi, fi, we have to find the total. So let's find the total of the frequency. When you find the total of the frequency, this will tell us how many observations there are. Okay, so let's add that up. When you add it up, you will get 30. Now, if you add up the third column, in the third column, whatever you have, if you add it up, you will get the sum of the observations. So let's write that down. So when you add this up, you get 832. So now we have the sum of the observations and we have the number of observations. We can find mean with the help of the formula. So before that, sum of observations is 832. Number of observations is 30. And the formula to find mean is sum of all observations by the number of observations. So 832 divided by 30. So when you divide this, you will get 27.73. Now this division will go on and on, but you stop at 2 decimal places. So we have found our mean. Our mean is 27.73. Now there is another formula to find the mean. Now you might be taught this in class. Now this is called summation. This symbol stands for summation. Summation means sum. Sum of all observations of xi and fi divided by frequency, which is fi. So summation of xi fi divided by fi is another formula to find mean. It's the same as this formula. It's the same as this formula, just that we have written in the form of a symbol here. Okay, now that we have found mean, let's go to the next part, that is to find the mode. What is the mode? You have to look at all the terms. Now the term that has been repeated the maximum number of times is the mode. Okay, now 18 is repeated 3 times. 22 is repeated 5 times. Now that means 22 is coming more than 18, isn't it? 5 times. Now look at the frequency and look at the highest number there. Highest number is 10. And which is the term for 10? 26. That means 26 has been repeated 10 times. So what do we do here? So here when we find the mode, this is what the mode is. It is the number with the maximum frequency. And which is the number with the maximum frequency there? Here 10 is the maximum frequency. The number is 26. The 26 has the maximum frequency, therefore the mode is 26. So this is how we find the mode. Question 23, find the mode of. So we have data given here and we have to find the mode. So when it's given to you like this, what you have to do is write it in ascending order. Okay, so let's do that. First step, we'll write it in ascending order and starting with the smallest number, which is 3. Now how many times is 3 there? Only 1. So 3. Then let's go on to 5. 5, there is 1 and 2. So 2 5s. Then go on to 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sixes. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 sixes. Then we have 7, 1, 7 and we have 1, 9 and one more number and that is 13. So these are our numbers. So first step is arrange them in ascending order. Next step is, remember the mode is the number with the maximum frequency. So which number has the maximum frequency? That means which number has occurred many times. Now let's look at these numbers. 3 is only once, only 1 3. Look at 5, there are 2 5s. So here for 5, the mode, here it is 2, the frequency is 2. Let's go to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 6s, the frequency is 5. 7 is 1, 9 is 1 and 13 is 1. So which is the number which has the maximum frequency? The number 6 has a maximum frequency 5 times. So the number 6 has the maximum frequency. Therefore, the mode is 6. The number that is repeated the maximum number of times is your answer. Next one. Again, here we have numbers. First step is write it in ascending order. Let's start. Now the smallest here is 7, 1, 2, 2 sevens. So let's write 7 and 7. 8, there is only one 8. Now 10, we have 1, 2, 3. 3 tens. 1, 2 and 3. Then we have 11, 13 and 14 all ones. 11, 13 and 14. So how do we find the mode? Mode is the number with the maximum frequency. Now which is the number which has the maximum frequency? Now let's see. 7, there are 2. 8 is only 1. 10, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 tens and all the numbers are only 1 each. So which is the number which has maximum frequency? The number 10 has a maximum frequency because there are 3 tens. So the number with the maximum frequency is 10. Therefore, the mode is 10. So this is our answer. Question 24. Find the mode of. And the first one is this. We have a table here. We have X, that means these are all the terms. And here we have F, that means this is the frequency of these terms. How many times these terms have occurred? That means 15 has been repeated 6 times, 16, 7 times, 17, 9 times, and so on. Now we have to find the mode. So mode is the number with the maximum frequency. So here, which is the number or which is the term which has a maximum frequency? So let's look at the frequencies and look for the biggest number. 6, 7, 9, 13, 10, 12, 8, 0, 4. So which is the number here? Maximum frequency is 13. And which is the number with that? 18. 18 is repeated 13 times. So the number with the maximum frequency is 18. Therefore, the mode is 18. Simple, isn't it? It's easy to understand this and work this out. Next, here we have again a table. Now this will be all the terms and this is the frequency. 37, the number 37 has occurred 46 times. That means there are 46 plants with height 37 centimeters. There are 89 plants, number of plants. So 89 plants with height 38 centimeters. 93 plants with height 39 centimeters and so on. Now to find the mode. Mode is the number with the maximum frequency, and which is the number that has maximum frequency. Frequency is this part, so you have to look at that. 46, 89, 93, 90, 153. So this is the biggest frequency here, isn't it? So which is the number that is repeated 153 times? 41. So which is the number that has the maximum frequency? 41. Therefore, the mode is 41. So this is our answer. The mode here is 41. We will stop with this for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.